Hi there guys, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Birds of Prey Rebirth, and this one is called Who is Oracle. So this is the cover that I got from the Rebirth. It's really nice, this one is. I really enjoyed this comic more than I thought I would. I've bought volume 1 and volume 2 of the Rebirth. I picked it up just because I thought, I'll give it a read. I really like women roles in comics more than men, because it's just like, it's a bit of a different story, and I like how the writers direct this comics more, so I thought I'd go with this one. I've never picked up a Black Canary comic, and I have read comics where Huntress is in there. I think it was Batgirl, New 52, she was in there, and maybe Batwoman. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that. But this was a really good girl power comic. I haven't read the New 52 of the Birds of Prey. I'm not too sure if there is any. I haven't really read up on it. But I really enjoyed this. So basically, it just basically what it does is these three girls fight crime. Huntress is a little bit of a rogue girl, which I didn't actually think she would be, but she really fucking is. And she's like a complete badass compared to I feel like Batgirl and Black Canary. Black Canary is a badass. You do go through each individual character's background story, how they became that person, etc, which is quite good for a user that hasn't particularly read the comics before of the individual person. I don't think there's actually any comics of Huntress. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, bro. But I really enjoyed this one. I think this was only, well, this was 15 quid because I did buy it from the shop. But I think on Forbidden Planet it's like £10 or something like that. So definitely recommend you go and pick that up. Also, just before I finish this really short review, guys, I really didn't like the way that some of, I've got like an example here, but I really didn't like the way that some of the artwork was pictured. I thought that it could have been a lot better, and I really haven't actually told you guys, but the reason why I stopped reading fucking Batgirl after volume 4 or 5 was because they changed her in volume 6 for the New 52, and I fucking hated it. I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, I know a lot of people do like Batgirl as a traditional Batgirl who wears like the purple and leather suit, but I just didn't like it. No, I don't like it. But yeah, this is the artwork that I really didn't enjoy. It just looks a bit messy and a little bit kiddie-ish, and I was just like, it is a comic, like, and it's just a bit, I'm not going to try and say kiddie-ish, it's just a bit less grown up. There we go. It's just a little bit less grown up than what I'm used to. It didn't portray that throughout the whole comic, but some bits there was details where I was just like, oh, that could have been a little bit better, you know. I do prefer Batgirl in her black costume, and I do prefer Black Canary in a different costume, but I can't think of which one it was. But I have saw her before in a comic, and she looked really cool in there, and I prefer her in that costume than what I did in this one. Huntress was just perfect. They got her down to a T, although not being racist, but they got her skin colour consistently wrong, I felt, in the comic. Like, she'd be like a light brown, and then she'd be like a dark brown, and it would constantly keep on contrasting. I was a bit like, what the fuck? That was a bit annoying. You know, I really do hate it when artists constantly change the artwork in the comic, especially when it's a volume, because obviously you see all of it, you don't just see one issue after another. So that was a bit of a letdown, but overall I really enjoyed this, and I'm excited to read volume 2. The baddies were quite good in this. There was like a snake, there was like just really weird baddies that you wouldn't really see in other comics really. I really enjoyed the teamwork, the girl power, and I really enjoyed the whole like how Batgirl portrayed with the team. Like, she really wanted to be in this team, like she really wanted friends and stuff, and I just really enjoyed it. It's definitely a 3 out of 5 for me personally. I think they could have changed the the way that the baddies kind of came in portray, and it was a bit cliche how they brought it in, I felt, and the way that they also didn't really have a base, but like they still go over to Batgirl's base, and it was just a little bit like, why didn't you just say that's your fucking base, you know what I mean? And I really didn't like the artwork as much as I would in other comics, but overall it was a really good read, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. My next review should be Deadpool and Spider-Man comic. Haven't got around to reading that yet. This is my next one. I try not to read comics when I haven't done a review yet for it, so it's been about 2 weeks since I read this, so I'm definitely going to be doing a review either put it up next week or the next weekend after that, maybe. Keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.